Hi, this is Courtney Kroger for AP 800. This is my presentation for Barriers to Using Web 2.0 in the 21st Century Schools. This summary talked a lot about how many schools now have access to technologies, and it has increased a lot over the years. Almost all schools now have Wi-Fi, and a good majority of schools have whiteboards, overhead projectors, and other types of technology. The problem that still remains is that even though we have all of this advanced technology, student test scores have not increased. Another important topic this article addressed was school culture. Some schools are technology rich, where other schools do not have the funding to provide their students with the proper technology that they need. The next topic is the digital divide. We know that most schools have computers and Wi-Fi, but there are still many homes that do not have either. We are making some gains with smartphones, but will we ever close the gap of the digital divide? The last two topics discussed were the advantages and disadvantages of Web 2.0. There are many advantages and disadvantages. I do not believe that the digital divide can completely be resolved. Although we can offer more time for it in school, not all teachers feel like they are trained well enough to use the technology in their classrooms. They also feel like they don't have enough time to use the technology that is provided. One thing that might help bridge the gap of the digital divide is that there are more public places these days with free Wi-Fi, and most students have smartphones that give them access to the internet 24/7. The only issue that arises is that many schools have policies on phones and ask that students don't bring these phones to school because they seem to be a distraction. The last issue that I think will stop the digital divide from being completely resolved is that some school districts still have low-income populations. At our school, we have a very rich technology, but we also have many families that do not have computers or Wi-Fi at home. So although many of our programs that we use have access to applications that they can use at home for homework, not all children are allowed to use that or can use that. Skill sets necessary for 21st century graduates are going to include being very knowledgeable about computers, and they must know how to use many different applications on these computers. They must also have great communication skills and be able to collaborate and work well with others. They must also have a higher order of thinking skills and possess career and life skills. The article talked about how we need to provide students with more real-world applications so that they are career-ready after graduation. If we use technology to help them connect to others around the world and give them real-life situations, they'll be better prepared for the real world after graduation. The impact of global economy on my personal use of the internet has changed a lot. I would not be able to attend the virtual classes from Fort Hays State University if it weren't for the internet. I also use the internet a lot for entertainment. I watch Netflix and download music from iTunes all the time. I also use the internet for my personal finance. I pay all of my bills online, and now banks make it easy to view your bank accounts and transactions online. I also do most of my shopping online. I'd much rather order something online than go looking for it through multiple stores. I also use the internet to enhance my lessons and student engagement. There are so many interactive games and activities that I use with my first graders. We use our interactive whiteboard daily for every subject. Lastly, I use the internet a lot for social media, not just to keep up with friends, but to follow the other teachers and share resources with them. Instagram now is a huge way for me to connect with other teachers around the country, to keep up with what they're doing in their classroom, and to learn from them and use their resources as well. Although I do feel like I have been trained very well in technology, our school, I still believe that I could have more training in other areas. Each year, our school district offers a week-long free technology training course that we call KBAIT. Teachers from our district present on different areas of technology. Many of them also introduce new apps and programs that align with our curriculum. So after this has been offered for the last 2 years, I do feel very well trained in all of the Google applications. Now, as I am trained in those Google applications, I would like to learn more how to use them with my first graders so that they can be more hands-on in using technology more than just apps on the iPad and different practice skills. I would also like to find more programs that align with my curriculum. I use different apps such as Seesaw for reading, where students can record their voice over a story that they've written. And I also use things like Extra Math, iExcel, and different applications like that. Our school is a very technology-rich school. Each classroom has interactive whiteboards, digital projectors, document cameras, and wireless access. Some of our classrooms even have the newest piece of technology, which includes touchscreens. All of our teachers have laptops, and all grades 2nd through 12th are either one-to-one Chromebooks or one-to-one iPads. Preschool through 1st grade each has a set of 10 Chromebooks and iPads. There are many advantages of the Web 2.0. The first advantage is that it can create individualized programs for students who may be blind or need reading support. With Web 2.0, the student can enable a read aloud toolbar to help them with reading. Another advantage is that it can provide access to resources outside the classroom, such as authors, scientists, museums, and laboratories. Web 2.0 also can connect students all over the globe. Not only can they collaborate together, but they can also give feedback to each other. When students use these tools on a regular basis, they will develop skills in cooperating and collaborating with others, which helps train them to be competitive in the workforce. The article stated, "The world is changing around us, and the state of education must change with it, or our students will be left behind." Web 2.0 can help us with that. If we use this in our classrooms daily, this will prepare our students after graduation. A few disadvantages include spam, copyright infringement, cyber theft, identity theft, cyberbullying, and social network addiction. The problem with the Web 2.0 is that it is so easy for people to access anywhere around the world. They have the ability to post and edit a site at any time. Web 2.0 can also lead to cyberbullying and social network addiction if we don't teach kids proper etiquette and how to be safe online. I think that this is something that needs to start off very young in children, even when they're first taught how to use a computer, even in 1st grade. We teach them how to properly get online, which websites may be accessible to them, which ones may not be, and we try to prepare them for what is to come in the future. Cyberbullying. I personally have never experienced problem with cyberbullying, but district-wide we have. I think the main reason that I have never experienced it is because I teach such a young grade that at this time they're not really on social media or emailing or things like that. But just 2 years ago, we had a student commit suicide within our district from cyberbullying. Although he did express his needs and concerns to teachers and parents, a lot of people didn't take it as seriously as it should have been. I think that this has become a major crisis nowadays because many people say things through the internet that are hurtful, and they don't realize how traumatic the outcome may be. I have also read many stories about teens and how cyberbullying leads to depression. These kids tease each other, they start rumors, they gossip, and I think a lot of people feel safe behind the walls of a computer, whereas they wouldn't say those things to someone face to face. This is a very serious issue, and this is why we have to teach kids how to properly use the internet and model digital citizenship. This concludes my presentation of Web 2.0. Thank you.